Don't try to climb a mountain that you do not have the gear for or that you're not ready for. And you might ask, Bricky, what does that mean? You always start so mysterious. You know how, like, a night before, you always feel motivated. You see all those David Goggin clips or whatever, and you think, yeah, the next morning, 4 a.m., I'm gonna wake up, the alarm is gonna ring, I'm gonna go outside, do push-ups, fucking run a mile, or whatever. You're so motivated the day before. But once the alarm clock hits at 4 a.m., you know what you do? You hit the snooze button. Because you think, those 15 minutes, they're not so bad. I'll wake up after. And then you hit the snooze button again. And then you hit the snooze button again. And then slowly, or maybe even rapidly, a voice builds up in your head like, yeah, maybe that's not for you. That's a little bit too early for them. Actually, the bed is more comfy and it's more comfortable to not do it. That's like your lizard brain. That's your comfort brain. And the problem is, the more you live in comfort, or the less work you did in your life, or in your self-improvement journey, whatever, the less you want hardship, the more comfort you want. And the problem is, a lot of people are so motivated to completely change their life in one day. Tomorrow, I will change everything. And once that hits, once the next morning appears, they don't do anything. Because it's such a huge mountain that they are not ready for. So the problem is that a lot of people are motivated, they want to change their life, but they build up such a motivation that's unrealistic on the capability that they have, right? I'm not even gonna cut that out, fuck that. I'm unfiltered. They're not capable of what they're motivated for, if you can understand what I'm saying. So instead of trying to change your life so quickly, maybe you spread it out. Maybe you, instead of starting at 4 a.m., you do it at 6 a.m. You have a little bit more sleep. And maybe instead of hitting the snooze button 10 times, you only hit it 9 times. Slow progress. Because you've been living in comfort for your whole life. Maybe you started self-improvement or mindset improvement a week before watching this video or whatever. You're not at that level that you can completely change your life, right? You started. So why do you think you can fucking climb Mount Everest? Bro, you're still a beginner, right? You need to start slowly, small. And the more you build it up, the more you actually improve, the more you enjoy hardship, the more you do hardship, the less that lizard brain voice is in your brain, right? The less that voice has power, the more it gets easier, the more you enjoy waking up early, whatever your success might be, right? And you might think, okay, what's the advantage of destroying my lizard brain, of destroying the comfort? Of course, bro, it's obvious. You're gonna have more success. You're gonna enjoy the gym more because you think, yeah, I might just fucking go outside in the rain and work out in the rain because fuck it. I enjoy it. You enjoy the hardship. So when life gets hard, when you're unmotivated to do the business work, to read, to study, you know what happens? You still do it because you still enjoy it. You have the giga chat voice in your brain, and the more you focus on hardship, the more discipline, the more you show up, the louder that gets. And the more you live in comfort, the often you hit the snooze button, or you don't go to the gym, you skip it, or you don't do the work that you're supposed to do, the louder that comfort voice gets. And it's a balance, right? In the beginning, that comfort voice, the lizard brain, is gonna be fucking 100 times louder than the discipline voice. And you need to change that, right? You need to make that fucking discipline voice the loudest thing in the world. And it's gonna take a while. It's not gonna take weeks or months. It's gonna take years. Even in 10 years, or the most successful people still have that comfort voice. It's always gonna be there. You're never gonna remove it. Because your brain always has that lizard part, right? That says, no, don't do the hard work. Lay in bed, stay comfortable. You are not able to remove that. But you can remove the power it has. You can reduce the volume it has, right? And when you have that lizard voice, you're always gonna hear it. You just need to ignore it. You just think, nah, fuck that. I'm disciplined. I'm gonna go do the hard work, right? And every hard work you do, or every goal you have, any achievement you wanna have, it all starts with the brain, right? You know that. So if you wanna restart your brain, check the Mindset Bootcamp link in the description. That's my paid course, whatever. But back to the video. It's a small video. Destroy the lizard part of your brain that wants comfort and enhance and increase the volume of the discipline voice. I think that's a good part to end the video. I'll see you in the next one.